The Youngstead quarterback edition of the Power Rankings features two explosive teams getting better by the week, a potentially big dilemma and Big D and a reeling division leader. Week 9 Power Rankings 1. Eagles 81 last week. 1 Philly looks like a juggernaut after dropping a 50-burger on the so-called stout Denver defense. Carson Wentz remains the leader in the clubhouse for NFL MVP. The Wentz wagon takes a 1-week hiatus to gear up for a daunting stretch after the bye. 2. Steelers 62 last week. 2 Mike Tomlins is well rested for their matchup against the Colts. Truth be told, they don't need to be well rested for their matchup against the Colts. A de facto bye for Big Ben Co. 3. Patriots 62 last week. 3 Did Bill Belichick make a strategic blunder by trading away Jimmy Garoppolo during the bye week? If Tom Brady misses any amount of time, will veteran Brian Hoyer be good enough? An intriguing Sunday night showdown in Foxborough against the Broncos awaits. 4. Cowboys 53 last week. 5 Co. won their third in a row by toppling the Chiefs and Big D despite the Hail Mary. Ezekiel Elliott's availability for the rest of the season hangs in the balance. Seems like we've heard that story before. A road test against the floundering Falcons is up next. Will Zeke be there? Ron Jenkins Sap 5. Saints 62 last week. 7 Sean Payton's club cracks the top 5 after winning their 6th in a row. I'm still not sold on the New Orleans defense, but it's hard to argue with the results. Alvin Kamara is turning into a dual threat stud before our eyes. A trip to Orchard Park won't be easy this week. 6. Rams 62 last week. 8 Jared Goff's 4 touchdowns helped the highest-scoring team in the league embarrass the Giants. LA has won 3 games by 30 or more points. That's utterly ridiculous for a team that was stuck in mud last season. Sean McVay is turning his young quarterback into a star. 7. Chiefs 63 last week. 4 Andy Reid's team has lost 3 of 4 since their torrid 50 start, but still holds a 2-game lead in the AFC West entering their bye. Oh, and Alex Smith finally threw an interception in a loss to Dallas. 8. Seahawks 53 last week. 6 Seattle drops a couple spots after blowing a late lead to Washington at home. Pete Carroll Co. don't have much time to sulk with a road division game against the Cardinals on Thursday. 9. Vikings 62 last week. 10 Teddy Bridgewater is getting closer to taking over. A road challenge against Washington awaits. David T. Foster IIITNS 10. Panthers 63 last week. 11 Cam Co. cracked the top 10 despite looking out of sorts. Life without Kelvin Benjamin started off with a win over the Falcons, but the offense still needs work. I have a sneaking suspicion that Newton is going to run a lot more in the second half of the season. 11. Jaguars 53 last week. 14 Doug Marrone evidently is a stickler for the rules. Hope Leonard Fournette got the message loud and clear. Show up for the damn team picture. 12. Titans 53 last week. 15 The Titans can't really pass the ball and have had difficulties at times running it recently. So how are they tied atop their division? Oh yeah? The AFC South is trash. 13. Bills 53 last week. 9 Buffalo takes the biggest tumble after getting embarrassed by the Jets, whose starting defense is probably still dancing. The surging Saints come to Western New York this week. Al Beligetti Images 14. Falcons 44 last week. 12 Bold prediction: there will be a new NFC champion this year. Can someone please tell Julio Jones to hit a jugs machine this week? 15. Washington 44 last week. Unranked. You like that? Not really, but any time you win in Seattle, you should be rewarded with a spot in our coveted rankings. Notes: the Ravens dropped out of the top 15.